Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Underdog Podcast. It's your boy, Nui Stapura, also known as Dirty Harry. I'm also known as Mshiwa. It depends, Chief. It depends where you know me from. And then, obviously, then you'll know who you're talking about. Bafetu, welcome back. Today, we have a very special guest, someone that I truly believe when I was thinking of creating this platform, I was creating it for people like this guest that we have today, right? Welcome to the Underdog Podcast. Today, like I said, I have a very special guest, and I really do believe my intentions with starting something like this was to get people that inspire me personally first, so that they can inspire our youth, right? And I really do believe our guest today is that. You inspire me, my guy. You wanna? No, I'm being honest. Yeah. I'm being honest, my guy. You know, I'm having goosebumps. You know, so we're gonna have a great show. Yeah. Because I really do believe that you have a lot to give. Right? Sure. And just quickly, I just want to tell them the story how I got to know you. Right? Yeah. You saw the podcast somewhere, yes, and you sent us an email. Yeah. That was amazing. Uh-huh. And you sent a beautiful email, and the minute I saw that email, bro, I was like, damn it. Yeah. This is the guy. These are the people, you know. These are the people that we make this thing for. Right, so, yeah, my God. I felt like AI had written that thing. But without any further ado, please introduce yourself, my guy.
All right, Mr. Mabuja, thanks for the invite. Yeah. My name is Tiišetso Maloma. I'm known for writing books, so I write books on, they touch on various subjects, entrepreneurship, economics, innovation. You could say, in a sense, I try to, I set frameworks that help me, and obviously they help people understand, innovation and, the topics that I've mentioned better. Yeah. And I'm a business person. Yeah. I've been for a number of years. I'm mainly in publishing. Okay. And other verticals to publishing, like distribution of books to the bookstores and a bunch of stuff. Yeah.
Before we get into that, right? Sure. Because this is gonna be a learning show. Before we get into that, when I say tell us who you are, right? Sure. You gave us a whole background of who you are. Yes. I want to know where you are from. Uh-huh. And where you are now, okay, right? Yeah. And then we can segue.
Well, Maloma. Yeah. Wajwa Maloma.
Maloma. Okay. Skinot. Yeah. Guy.
Haskukun.
I'm
sure most people will know Jane Fest. So yeah, Skinot is like 17 kilometers away. Okay. So that's where I'm from, and I came to Gauteng in 2005 when I was doing my first year. Yeah. I guess that's the background. I studied at UG. I did accounting.
Oh, okay.
Thereafter, I've always had entrepreneurial spirit. Yeah. I worked a bit, but I was dabbling in a lot of entrepreneurial ventures, you could say. Yeah. Yes.
Okay. You mentioned that you're a writer. Yes. I'm so jealous. Writing is not easy, right? Yeah. Like, writing is not easy. People think writing is easy, right? This means you read a lot as well.
Look,
I'm guessing.
You know what? Reading, people say reading is everything. Maybe not, but it's how you well, I write non-fiction, and I write, you could say, informational stuff. So I try to learn a lot. I do a lot. So I think a lot of my learning comes from doing. Yeah. And when you mix that with learning other people's, let's say learnings. Yeah. I think it makes it easier to write. So writing, this is how I knew I was a writer. I remember in high school. Yeah. I did economics. In economics, you'd have like is it an essay? Whenever you write a test, I'd have an essay. I would write that thing in 3 minutes.
In 3 minutes.
Ever since then, I've always been quick to write information. Like my mind can
it can process and frame information
and
quicker.
I know what to write.
Okay.
So I've been doing that for a long time. So it's not. It's yes, you could say it's hard, but I've been doing it for a long time, and I still do. It's like a soccer player. You have to practice.
Of course.
So I write. Before I used to do it almost daily.
Yeah.
But now I do it couple of times in the week. So I've always been writing.
Okay. Like I said, I'm jealous. I've been wanting to write. Every time I think of writing, I have this imposter syndrome. If I write, will they understand? Maybe,
15
But anyway,
minutes a day is enough.
15 minutes a day. I'm going to try it.
Yeah.
15 minutes a day. I'm going to try writing 15 minutes a day. Because I'm talking about writing.
Yes.
Can you please tell us about these 2 books? You brought us 2 books here.
Yeah.
So tell us more about them.
So this one is called Future of Township Economies.
Yeah.
And then this one is called 90 Days to Create and Launch. They've got a similar theme. So, for example, the subtitle to this one is called "Is the easiest, cheapest, and quickest time in history to be an entrepreneur and innovator."
Wow. Tell us more. Tell us more about that.
What I mean is that it's the cheapest, quickest, and easiest time. So let me look for like a basic example. It used to be that in the 90s, to get a website, probably you were spending over 50,000 rands.
Yeah.
And then they started making, let's say, themes or templates for making website. That's when WordPress came along.
Okay.
And then it so became that now you, instead of building a website from scratch, you can just take a template, edit it a bit, and then you have a website. So that takes the cost down to maybe 3,000. I think now it's even cheaper. You could get a website for 900. So you can imagine from 50,000 in the 90s.
Yeah.
To today, where it's like that. So that's really the trajectory of innovation. It makes things cheaper. Like for example, with maybe this is maybe a technical one. Like one of the first computers was this huge thing. I think 1/3 of a.
I think I read something about that. I think 1/3 of a room or something.
Not even a room actually. I think there's a basketball court or something like that. But I'm just showing you that
I think I saw something like that. Yeah.
With computers, they work with transistors. So those transistors got smaller and smaller and smaller. Now we've got a smartphone that can exponentially perform better than that. So you can say it makes things smaller and smaller and cheaper.
Yeah.
And then you can add a lot of things in it.
You say something very interesting here.
Yeah.
You say it is the easiest, cheapest, and quickest time in history.
Yeah.
Right? To be an entrepreneur. Right? An innovator.
Yes.
As well. Can you summarize that for us? Because I mean, I believe it's very difficult to be an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Right. This is not easy because no one is saying wake up. No one is saying you are off now. No one is saying you are getting paid at the end of the month.
Sure.
You have to do the work yourself.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Look, in one sense, I'm being motivational with that, but technically, it is true. Like I just gave you the example of a website, so it's cheaper. So let's think of any product. Let's say shoes, right?
Yeah.
Shoes. Some years ago, to make shoes, you needed to make the minimum order quantity, they call it that in manufacturing, would be like 1,000 units, right?
Okay.
So now people made again with the website example.
Yeah.
With shoes, now there are so many soles that you can take one sole here, take one upper, then they mix it up. So you end up having a situation where you can, get a manufacturer who says, I can make a minimum of 20 shoes. So imagine if you were paying for 1,000 shoes. Let's say it's $50 per shoe. 50 times 1,000. My maths is but it's a lot of money basically.
Yeah, I guess.
But now even if they say for 20 pairs you're going to pay $80, right?
Yeah, it's
cheaper. It's something that 80 by 20. It's not as 50 times 1,000, right? So
true.
It becomes cheaper. So in a lot of ways cheaper. Like now we've got a phone, right? I recall there was a point where I had a BlackBerry and then I had a laptop.
Yeah.
I had was that GPS type of thing?
a navigation system in the car. Yes.
Now you've got a phone.
Now you have it all in your phone.
Everything is in your phone. So all those things are cheaper. So it's like that's what innovation does. Over the years, things,
they become easier and cheaper.
Yeah, even though they are brands, like Apple will still make their phones expensive, but you can get more or less the same functionality from
another phone, which doesn't cost just as much, right? All right. The other book that you have here, Future of Township Economies, and I think this is one I have to read myself, right? But let me get your mind.
So,
right?
Look,
tell us more.
Future of Township Economy. So I'm showing people the very same information I just shared.
Yeah.
It applies to this book. Like we are in a township, for example. I'm not saying here, but I'm just.
No, we are in a township. We are in a township. It's a township.
So I'm giving an example. You are in a township.
Yeah.
So what it means is that if to create shoes, if to create a website, it means now it's more accessible to say someone who's in a township, who's in a rural area. They don't have much capital, so it's cheaper to get into entrepreneurship. So what I mean by future of township economies. So innovation works like this in a simple sense. So the working definition I give it is innovation is when you're mixing two or more things to make something that didn't exist before. I'll give you an example. We in the 90s again, that's when internet was really coming up, right? The first World Wide Web was published, I think, in the very early 90s. So what it meant is that, okay, let's imagine banking, right? You've got internet. There wasn't internet banking then, but now when you mix internet with banking, you get internet banking. You mix internet with I guess Facebook, it's kind of like a social media, socializing. So you get that
networking type of thing.
So when you innovate, you take in this thing and that thing, and then
you're creating something that was never there before.
It gives you a new purpose. Like I said, internet banking, online gambling, all these things, online porn as well. So.
Online gambling. Hey, dude, I'm an online gambler. I like football, so then you'll find me there.
So
okay.
That's what you do when you're innovating. So if it's cheaper and easier today, it means when you're in townships, you see the problems around you. You see the opportunities around. So the one spectacular thing about people like talking down on township that
it's an informal market.
Not even that. They say townships black people shouldn't have been staying here. Sure, it's fine. They belong in the political spectrum, but not for people who want to do things. So you are in a township. What it means, you've got more people per square meter. So meaning if you are advertising whatever business you're advertising, it's gonna get eyes than say in a suburb. I guess maybe in a suburb you can sell maybe more affluent type of things. But think of where you are. What do people need? The essentials that they need. Means if you're selling them, at least maybe you've got a market that can readily support you. So that's essential actually, because in business what you need people to be buying your product from the onset. So the dynamic of the township, it's that.
I know I said this is a learning episode.
Sure.
Hey, you talked about more people in the square meter. Hey, mama, you are killing us. This guy is killing us. But I understand, right? Sure. There's more people in this block than there would be if you put that same block in a suburb. It's completely different. You find less people.
Again, the trajectory of it is that still it's gonna get more and more populated because people come from different areas. Again, yes, the fact that the population increases from outside the country even. People are coming from rural areas to townships. Why? Because it's cheaper.
True.
Right? It's not necessarily cheaper, but smaller space and it becomes cheaper. So that's the trajectory. That's just the reality of what's going to happen.
Okay.
So I think as an entrepreneur, you need to plan yourself according to the dynamics of your country. So
the future of township economies, we might have an internet mkosi.
Because
I mean, you can just,
I guess it's happening even now.
Well, I mean, pretty much, right?
It's happening.
Because Yeah, I love avos. So
Yeah.
Mkosi sell avocados.
Yeah.
I don't want to take my money and give it to conglomerates.
Yeah.
I want to give it to Mkosi. Maybe we must talk about how we can give internet Mkosi, right? Yeah. Think about, write it down, Chief. When I speak, you write things down. Okay. Are these the only 2 books that you've written? Or
I've got 10
do you have
books.
more? You've written 10 books.
Yeah, I've got 10 books.
And these are informational books.
These are informational books, all of them.
And
Yeah.
because the reason I'm asking is because you're writing about teachings and information.
Yes.
And has it ever crossed your mind to maybe, I don't know, collaborate with the government, get them in schools, I don't know.
We've got an academy called Startup Picnic Academy, so we do a bunch of things there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so a lot of facilitation. So I've worked with the Innovation Hub. I've worked with a bunch of organizations.
Yeah.
But I'll be honest with you. I prefer. I mean, when business comes, it comes. But I prefer B2C, meaning selling to customers, because at least in that sense, I'm in control. So,
you have control issues.
Yeah. No, not control.
I'm joking.
Government would say it's a pen. I know, every job, a lot of people are bidding for it. So
10 books. T-shirt.
Yeah. The first one came in 2013, so it's been a
okay, like it's been
years.
Let's say 12 years.
Yeah,
right?
But I've got more books coming as well. So
you have more books coming. And where can people find your books?
They are in all the bookstores, exclusive books, books. Take a lot. That's where the quickest way you can get them.
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course.
If you want, ebooks, Amazon, so they're everywhere. They're well distributed.
Yeah. You talked of. Well, this was earlier on when we were talking on the side.
Yeah.
You mentioned that you guys have a publishing company.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Because this is big, bro.
Yeah.
I believe, like for myself, when I'm saying I want to write, the one thing that we as Black people do not have is access to publishers.
Yes.
Because we can write stories, but then we got to take it to that white guy so that white guy can move it. So you guys actually have a publishing company.
We've been doing that for a number of years. It's called Bula Buka.
Bula Buka.
Yeah, Bula Buka.
So, open a book.
Open a book. So how I got into that is that when I released my first book, Forget the Business Plan, use this short model. I was just marketing it. It wasn't in bookstores.
Yeah.
And people will say, "Hey man, can you help me here?" And I started Bula Buka in that sense. Sort of offering consulting services.
Okay.
And it's just evolved over the years to saying, well, okay, some authors don't have funds to publish a book, or they don't have the skills to publish a book.
Yeah.
So, and I see potential in it. So let's work on it. Let me then come in as a publisher.
Okay.
Yeah.
And your first book was published under Bula Buka.
Bula Buka didn't exist then. I just wanted to write a book. And I wrote a book.
You just wanted to write a book.
Yeah.
And what was the name of that book?
Forget the Business Plan, use this short module. So all my books, I would say my talent is that I know how to, or at least I formulate frameworks of understanding. So even that book, Forget the Business Plan, use this short. I've got a small model. Maybe I'll just explain it quickly.
Yeah, no, for sure.
So it's 4 components. So when you're starting a business, 1, you've got a product, you've got marketing, you've got distribution. Distribution is how you get the books to...
How you get the product out to the customers.
So it could be your couriering or your delivering in person. You've got a shop if you can afford to open up a shop. So anyhow.
Anywhere where people can access your product.
Yeah, that's distribution. Yeah. And then the interaction of those, the product, the marketing, distribution... it should give you cash flow. If it doesn't give you cash flow, then it means there's something wrong with your product, your marketing, or your distribution. So it's just a thinking pattern quickly. Okay. Product. Here's the criteria of how a product should be constituted.
Okay.
Marketing. What I say in there, instead of thinking of target market, you swap it around. You think of buying targets. Who can? Let's say I've got a book out.
Yeah.
I think who can buy the book the quickest. Number 1, it's people who've bought my books before.
Of course.
Maybe my family, friends. Quickly, you need, to get the cash back quickly so that you can go make more. So
of course.
Yeah. So that's that model in a nutshell.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Wow. So instead of target market,
think of buying targets.
So people that have actual purchasing power. to buy your
purchasing
book.
power, at least they're inclined to buy your product. Because let's say you're selling toilet paper, right? You could set up a quick buying target. Oh, okay, maybe it's most of the time it's women because they control sort of the home buying budget. So surely it's wise to target them. So that's in that sense.
I see. And so the first book was in 2013.
2012, 2013, I published it. I remember I just wanted to finish because it was December, and I put it up on Amazon. And I said I'll see it the following year. So in fact, you could say it came out in 2013 because that's when I started the marketing of that book.
Oh, okay, okay. And then since then, in the last 12 years, you've released 9 more books.
Well, in some years I released 2, so it wasn't like
of course,
thing, so,
okay.
Even this year I might release 2 more, but I don't think I've got the bandwidth to market them. But they've just been
no. There's no worries. We want to. I think one thing that we want to do, and this is a new thing that we want to do on the show, is that once we've profiled you, right? We want to also come and see you where you work, how you do your stuff, so that we can.
You're welcome, man.
Like it's almost like a follow up, right? To say, we talked to Tiišetso. Remember, he's a publisher. Remember, he's a writer. Remember all of these great things.
Yeah.
He probably released another book. He probably had a launch for that book. We were there.
Even I'm going on a mini tour soon.
Oh, okay.
Maybe from October. Maybe I'll run it up until early next year.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's not for a particular book. I'm just gonna be talking around all the books. So.
Wait, are you also because you talked of facilitation? I also do some facilitation on the side.
Okay.
So you also talked about facilitation. So I'm trying to think. Is that something that you also do, and where do you do it, and how does that whole thing work for you?
The facilitation part, it's like I said, we do it on the Startup Picnic Academy. So
please, I want you to talk about the Startup Picnic venture.
I'll talk about
okay,
that. So,
please,
So over the years, because of the books, I've just been doing, a bunch of things. Facilitation, it's one of them. So that's the facilitation. It's part of it. So, but we decided to package it and call it Startup Picnic Academy. So we do that. We teach a number of things around entrepreneurship and innovation and other related sort of subjects.
And are people coming to the workshops
for the most part? It's when we get booked.
Okay.
So it's when we get booked.
So it's a picnic. Right?
No. So let me.
I'm trying to figure out.
So I'm involved in publishing.
Yeah.
I'm involved in facilitation or writing or teaching and all that. Right.
Yeah.
Now we trying to grow in a number of ways, and there are a couple of verticals that we want to explore.
Of course.
So all these things where you could say one was over there, the other was over there. So we are repackaging them. We're calling it Startup Picnic Venture Studio.
Oh, so you're consolidating all of these things.
Consolidating, right? And I'm going to explain what a venture studio is. So, I used to run an event. Well, we still do, called Startup Picnic.
Okay.
The first one we held it in 2014. So it's a picnic for entrepreneurs to come, network in a chilled environment. There's braai. We did it that.
So networking.
We used to do it at the CSIR in Pretoria.
Oh.
We had a nice relationship with them. So,
are you still doing them though?
The last one was in 2022.
Mm-hmm.
So, but we wanna.
You wanna come back and do more, yeah.
Now, that's Startup Picnic. That was the event thingy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, later on we did Startup Picnic Academy. So there was just like an extension of the brand of Startup Picnic.
Okay. Yeah. So what would the academy do then?
No, I'm going to get to that. So now there's a thing called a venture studio.
Yeah.
So is when a venture studio is basically, of venture capital.
Yeah, I know venture capitalists.
Venture capital is someone who goes to investors and then gets money from them. They give him money and then they go invest in companies. Right now, a venture studio, it's an extraction from venture capital. It's a derivative from venture capital. It works like this. Instead of, well, you go and try to get money
of
from
course,
people, right? And then you start companies, either yourself or you co-found them with someone else. So in that concept, it's called the venture studio, and then you get the money from some people who are investors, and then they put money into the venture studio. The venture studio starts its own, you could say, businesses. So in our sense, what we did is that we took the businesses that we have, right? So we've got a publishing company, we've got a book distribution company as well, that distributes books across all the bookstores, and even in Lesotho, Botswana, like the SADC region, right? So now we're putting them under the umbrella of Startup Picnic Venture Studio. So we're taking Startup Picnic, it started as an event, but now we transforming into a venture studio. So everything that we do, we're putting it under the studio, right? But these are still separate companies.
Of course, no, I get it.
But in a sense, they are run by the studio, and then now we are going to, try to get funds so that we can. So publishing again, it's like you're investing. You've got a book. You come to me. I have to have a budget for it. If I don't have a budget, I can't pay you, right? So in a year. It's like you can only do so many books. So under a venture studio, at least if we get funds, we would be able to do more books. Meaning instead of publishing 5, maybe we can do 20 a year. In that sense. So it's like a growth phase, or a way we trying to grow. What do you call it? What we do. And then the academy as well, it's part of the Startup Picnic Venture Studios. So even in the academy, like soon we'll be launching an AI coach.
I want to get there. I want to get there because I really do believe there's a lot here. We could talk like this for the whole day. There's a lot here.
There's a lot.
I read so much about you. There's a lot.
Sure.
Please, AI.
AI. So people might be thinking we're doing a lot of things, but all these things are related.
They are interlinked. I get it. They are interlinked.
No, for someone else, and I'm not saying this from me trying to convince them. I'm just showing them that things are related.
You have to, definitely.
Things are related. Where you are, you can always, kind of like I was writing books, right? And I wasn't a publisher, and then I got to
got to publish.
From publishing, I got into distribution.
Right?
From distribution, and then I come again from a background of writing books. I see AI. And then I've got these frameworks in my books. So remember I told you that model. From the book.
The business plan and these 4
So the model
steps,
is called EBC. So that model, we combining it with AI. Meaning you're going to tell the AI to say, okay, I want to start a business selling, let's say, Archer. And I stay in Roodepoort or I stay in Soweto. These are contexts. And it will lead you to give specific context, right?
Of course, you got to give it the right prompts.
And then it will give you a bit of the things that you can do, specific things you can do contextually of where you are. And it's not difficult. We're not really doing much because we're borrowing from... we're going to be using a different... what's the word? I forgot the word. There's ChatGPT, for example. But there are a number of sort of AI. So we're going to tap into them and combine it with our information and prompts. So AI basically, it's like a layman can build a website just by typing. Or you can create the course by typing. So we've got this information, a plethora of information from the books, from many other things. And then there's AI. We're just combining them. It's easy. It's an easy thing. Like I don't want people to feel scared. Saying,
because we're moving there.
We're moving.
That's the future, whether we like it or not.
The information that we have, it's in written form. Right? So ChatGPT is like an LLM model. So forget what LLM means. Just you can. Use it.
Because I was like,
no, that's what people think. Okay, no, to learn AI you have to be.
No, I don't believe. Yeah,
as long as you can
agree.
type. And you are willing to correct yourself a couple of times, so that's what it is.
No, I agree.
So we're launching an AI coach. So initially we just.
What is the coach going to do? This is where I'm trying to get at.
So let's say you want to.
It's going to teach you how to use AI.
No, it's going to teach you or help you. Let me call it a co-pilot. It's like a.
Okay.
Let's say, like I said with the example, you want to.
It's going to help you.
You type information in it, and then it's going to give you a couple of things that you can do. And you don't have to take all of them.
Of course.
Just take the ones.
Take what matters. What is relevant contextually to you.
Yeah. So it's like I'm bringing the frameworks in the books to AI.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Okay. It says here how AI can help Africa transform books into films.
Yes.
It feels like you've thought about this.
Absolutely. So, think of it, we publish mostly fictional books.
Yeah.
Even though I write non-fiction, but
of course.
Business, right?
Yeah, of course.
And then the reason I need to add why fiction is because fiction is evergreen. Let's say you've got a political book about Julius Malema.
Yeah.
Right? People will buy it in numbers, sure. It will make a lot of money. First year, maybe second year, but it will sort of go down. Now, on the other hand, fiction, it's evergreen.
Yeah.
Normally, you wouldn't start by selling a lot of books, more especially if the author's not so much known. But gradually, if it's a hit or people like it, it will keep selling forever and ever, basically.
Yeah.
So, AI, what it does, again, the example I gave when we first started.
Yeah.
It's the easiest, cheapest, and quickest time to be an entrepreneur and innovator.
And an innovator.
So, you've got a book, a non-fiction book. Quickly, you can turn that book into a movie script, right? With AI. And obviously, a script writer, probably some of them use AI. Yes, with skills, but they will add whatever dimensions.
They know exactly how they want it to come out. Yeah.
What I'm saying is that AI has made it quicker, right? Even for them. So that's the first cost barrier.
Yeah.
So meaning a lot of script writers, maybe they'll charge less. Not maybe, they do, some of them.
Yeah.
Or you can find one who charges less because it's a business.
Of course.
Competing based on price.
Yeah.
So that's the first layer which makes it cheaper to get into film.
Yeah.
Now, we've got, there are a lot of sort of AI type of, we've got this video making type of things, right?
I see the
or maybe let's say you want to make a movie about monsters.
Yeah.
There are a lot of I forgot the names, man. I wrote an article around that, like I'm just documenting what's happening.
Okay.
But anyhow, you can turn yourself into a monster, I don't know, using a green background.
Yeah. Like a green screen.
AI will enhance it, and then you can put it sort of in real life. That's a cost barrier. So meaning, instead of going on location, instead of maybe taking hours and hours of costume and all that, AI is making it cheaper. And these apps or these platforms, what they do is that they will charge you maybe 500 per month.
Yeah.
Instead of that
500,000.
500,000
to fly to that location and do all of that.
Again, even drones now, like when you're taking aerial shots, then probably you were using helicopters to hire them. It's like, so drone now, it's cheaper, easier, quicker. So you can see these things that I'm touching, it really speaks into one. Like all this information is converging into one. So yes, it will make movie making cheaper. I've just given you sort of a nutshell of entry point in terms of how it's. But I'm on the publishing side.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily want to get into
the film side.
With somebody, but I know it's making it cheaper.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really quickly.
Sure.
There's something here called the anxious entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. That's my first
mental models for creatives and founders.
Yeah.
My word.
Already,
shit.
That's my. That's
it's like you're speaking to me.
Yeah. That's my. I think 4th, 5th book.
I mean, No, come on, bro.
Sure.
Who thinks of this? The Anxious Entrepreneur.
Yeah, I think it came out in 2015.
And this is a long time ago. This is 10 years ago.
Yeah, I think it's becoming relevant like now.
It is very relevant, this thing, because I see myself as well as a very anxious entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Yes, I want to be in the space. Yes, but something keeps pulling me back to say, no, play it safe. So can you give us a little more on the mental models for creatives and
so
founders?
the subtitle to that book is Anxiety Defeats Creativity.
Yeah.
And Creativity Defeats Anxiety.
Okay.
So you've heard of the cliche that you need to think out of the box, right?
Yeah.
But when you are sort of stressed, you are in the box. So we think that being in the box, depressing more about work is going to help you.
Yeah.
Right. What I suggest you do is sometimes you need to just take a break.
Yeah.
Okay, let me go chill with friends.
Yeah.
Let me go to this event. Let me go to this family thing. And then in that way, for me and for many people, ideas start, just coming about.
Naturally.
When
you're not forcing it.
You're not forcing it, but then again, you're interacting with people.
Okay.
As you're interacting with people, maybe they just because again, when you're stressed, it's just that you've got a problem, you don't know how to fix it.
Yeah.
But to fix it, you just need an inkling of an idea of how to fix it. But just being at home is not gonna help.
It's not gonna help. I mean,
go out there, chill with people, relax, that sort of thing. That's the ideas. Good ideas will come. So whenever, because entrepreneurship is hard. Being a creative, it's hard. When you are in that hard place, sometimes just let go of it and go out there and interact with people.
Okay.
And in that book, I'm just sharing different stories, my stories, but a lot of other people's stories. But it speaks to the theme of anxiety defeats creativity,
and creativity defeats anxiety.
That sort of thing. Yeah.
Nice. I like that.
It's a story-based book.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I get that?
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. That's the one you like.
That speaks to me.
Yeah.
I got 3 more questions for you because I know we're running out of time, and I now that I'm looking at the time, I'm thinking, oh man, I knew this was gonna happen, right?
Yeah, next time, my brother.
Okay, so these 3 questions. The first one is, you talked about BEE.
Yes.
Right? I want to know more about that. We know BEE, Chef.
So
BEE.
I think I recently wrote an article. So BE is a number of things. It's employment equity, but I'm not so much
on that.
Employment
Okay,
equity. I'm into what they call ESD, which is an enterprise supply development.
Enterprise supplier development.
Yeah.
ESD.
So most of these entrepreneurship programs, they are under ESD.
Okay.
But I'm focusing on enterprise development. So the E in ESD.
Okay.
So I'm saying that is a scam.
I want to know why.
It's a scam, man. Have you seen that clip of Skinny's Boo?
No.
It was on SABC 2.
Yeah.
It was sort of, it was invited there. I think at that point he was trying to raise money.
Yeah.
And then there was like a business coach there, and then they were saying, "Hey, take advice." No, I don't want advice. I want money. I want money. So this is ESD programs, and I've worked on some of them, right?
Yeah.
Look, I think they are the ones failing BEE.
Okay.
Yeah. How? Think of it this way: a company allocates, let's say, 10 million to enterprise development, right?
Yeah.
And I'm suspecting, because there's no measured framework or there's no regulation on how the money gets spent.
Okay.
All the money would more than 50%. So it's a scam if more than 50% of the money doesn't go to the entrepreneur.
Yes, I agree.
It could be, again, look, man, the way you realize, let's say, scams.
SCAM.
Like, I'm a writer, so kind of like linguistically, I know what words mean on.
Yeah, of course.
How they can be used. You could say, let's say, we're taking women of color.
Yeah.
We are empowering them.
Yeah.
And let's say the scheme costs $1 million.
Yeah.
And it's 2 women, right? And
Yeah.
diversity.
Diversity. Under the umbrella of diversity. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And you would find out this lady's only got 20,000 each. The rest of the money went where?
Yeah.
That ESD program holder rents an office in Sentin. They're from corporate.
Yeah.
And now transitioning from corporate to ESD, they're getting more or less, actually more salaries
Of course.
than they were getting in corporate. So this money is supposed to be for entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
But it's going to who? The people who are in corporate, employees, right?
Yeah.
Or however they frame it, right?
Yeah.
And then the entrepreneur gets nothing. Most of them, I think.
Is this a government?
Yeah, it's a BE regulated incentive or framework.
So the government puts it out as a tender.
No. So when you are a company, you make a profit, and then the BE regulations say under ESD they say a certain percentage of your profit. I forgot the technical name for it. So 1% would go to ESD. So to enterprise development. I think 3 or 2% goes to supplier development. But I'm not talking about supplier.
Yeah.
Let's not even maybe involve
here.
That's just the 1%. But it's estimated to be around 20 billion. But anyhow. So all that money, it's very futile in terms of how it's spent, because the money you get into a program, enterprise development program. They've got accountants for you, an accountant who's got an office in Sentin. They're still charging more or less the same prices. But now you're a startup. You don't.
It doesn't make sense.
You don't need accountants and that kind of value.
I don't need advice. I don't need accountants. I need man.
They even bring me as a facilitator. And I invoice whatever I invoice. And I'm like, actually, this is wrong. This is skewed. Hence I say it's a scam, right?
Yeah.
So no, man, this thing.
Oh man.
That's what I was talking about. And, so now, maybe to point it back to AI.
Yeah.
Even what we're doing with this coaches and things, we're trying to make learning of entrepreneurship cheaper.
Okay.
So that's what we are pushing. But again, just to speak on what you asked around BE.
Yeah.
I'm saying that enterprise development is a scam.
Okay.
You can quote me on that.
I already quoted you on that.
It's a scam. It empowers not entrepreneurs.
Yeah. Look, I thank you so much. Man.
Yeah.
Thank you so. I had more questions, but hey, I know we are running out of time.
The next time, man.
We look, just as a parting gift.
Yeah.
To our viewers, to our subscribers. We have 2,000 subscribers, guys.
Wonderful, congrats.
We have 2,000 subscribers, baby. Yeah, come on, man. Come on. We have 2,000 subscribers, man. Like, it's been a long road. But it's a parting gift, right? Word of advice. Upcoming, up and coming entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
To our youth, and I'm talking South African youth, because this is why we build platforms like this, right? We work, bro, right? I have a feeling you're a worker yourself. You're a hard worker. You put blood, sweat, and tears, bro. And there's this 2-minute noodle life thing that's happening in South Africa that I don't understand.
Yeah, what's that?
This 2-minute noodle life. Everybody wants to get rich quick, out of nothing, no talent, no working, no nothing. And this is why I bring people like you on board, because I want us to inspire, to motivate.
Sure.
This is not reality TV. This is reality.
I appreciate it.
So parting gift, parting words. What can you say to our young people out there, please?
And I think you said it, that you must work. You need a skill, right? You need a technical skill.
Yeah.
So whatever thing that you've got in mind, go and actually do it. Let's say it's an entrepreneurial endeavor. If you can't afford it, right? Go get a job. So that with part of what you earn, you can spend on it. And in this country, one of the things that I think holds the country back, or the young people more especially. Let me say young people under 20. Because I think above 30, you've got if you've got ideologies, it's hard
Yeah.
to speak to you. Let's
Yeah.
just say anyone under 20.
Yeah.
Forget listening to activists, the feminists,
Yeah.
the Pan-Africanists,
Yeah.
all this
This nest. Yeah.
You need to speak to people that do things, right? Because you are alive in 2025. It's the easiest, cheapest, quickest time in history to do a bunch of things.
Yeah.
So listen to people, or at least watch people that do actual things, not people who theorize
Yeah.
around the economy, black people should, government should, da 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 da.
Yeah.
Like, be an individual. Like, the first base is that you must be an individual. Look out for the things that you want to achieve and listen to people who do similar things. So
Yeah.
that's my parting word.
Brother,
Yeah.
thank you so much.
I appreciate
It's
it.
been amazing, man. It's been amazing.
Yeah.
And
My brother. Nice one.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, man. Thank you. Give it up for yourself.
Yeah.